Welcome everyone. I am Drift Johnson. This is 5below5.uk and today we're getting involved with AI. Today we've got a pretty cool project. Anybody can do this. It's basically the remixing and upscaling of anime AMVs. So this is pretty wide reaching. You know, if you go on YouTube, you can find loads of these AMVs. As I am DJ Drift Johnson right now, I do like the old Eurobeat AMVs, but you can use whatever you want with whatever you want. So pick a different anime, pick a different music. There's millions of them. People have been making them for years. So I'll just show you some examples. Here's one. Okay, hopefully you can hear that. All right, so it's loads of really cool cuts with a tune. And then what we'll do is probably not this one. I'll just skip. Here's another tune. So obviously this one doesn't, well, it might go. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to leverage some AI to remix them and we're going to get video output. So we're going to be using what's called rave.dj. Okay. Anybody can go here. You simply go to, if I just take us back a step, if I go to create, what we can do is we can take the URL for this one. We can chuck that in here and press enter. And then we can take the URL for this one and press enter. And what their AI is going to do is it's going to mix the two videos together as best they can. So I'm going to hit create mashup. Now, I've already got one I made earlier somewhere. Where is it? See, there you go. That one's being made. So what's that? Ruthless for Ride. We're going to do stop control. That's a different, these are different music types. So I've done a rap one. I've done a funk one. So here we're going to take a look at this one I already did while this one's being made. It looks like it's not going to take too long, actually. Oh! There was an error. Go back. Try it again. Does happen sometimes. It's quite busy, this place, but it's free. So, you know, I like being allowed to use it. But the point is, chuck them in here. Certain tunes will work better than others. It helps if they're the same length, but it doesn't really matter too much. Like I said, let's go and check out this one that I made earlier. Where is it? It's gone. Jeez. It's not doing what I want now. Sorry, there was an error. All right, well, while it's trying to figure its life out, let's just show you the one that I already made. I'll mute myself up for a minute. So you get the idea. And then once you've done that, we can save the video. All right. Now, once we get that video, it's going to be 1280 by 720. So what I like to do is scrunch it down. So we're going to take ourselves over to the video resizer. I use 123 apps for stuff like this because you just drag it in, click, save, so much quicker. And 360p works, but I find 480p works a little bit better. I mean, look, it probably depends on what the animation is, but you're going to end up with a sort of, you're going to end up with quite an interesting aesthetic anyway. And what it kind of does is, say you've got a bunch of scenes that come from different animes, it's going to kind of redraw and reshade them a little bit because we're going to use real ESR GAN. That's what these things down here are, and FFMPEG. So this is a pretty old, it's like a remix of old techniques mixed with some new tools. You know, I may as well just show you one of the outputs quick, just so you're not like, oh, what are we even doing here? So let's just check out this one here. So this is D of the Rising Remember. So there's two of them. And what we've done is we've taken the 720p down to 480p, and then we've gone 4x, which with the anime v4. So let's just have a look what we actually got here. we ended up, no, that's not the one. That's not the one. That's the one I did. Yeah, that's the scrunched one. So we've gone down to 854 by 480. And then once we're finished, I think this is the one, we end up with this one, which is 3,416 by 1920. Okay. So you could probably, like, you know, master that down, but let me just show you that. Crazy. It's like redrawn it all. So now it just looks like a big anime. Crazy. It seems to have blended them together better as well, which is what I like. It's a lot of contrast, which you could probably fix with grading and stuff, but all I've done is I've split the frames down after scrunching them, so shrunk them. I'm just going to stop this because you probably can't even hear shit. Let me just... Yeah, you can stop that now. Let's fade it out a bit. Okay, right. So yeah, basically, there's artifacts in here from the upscaling, but it's better than the noise that you get in the actual originals. So it kind of looks a bit cleaner, but it's all kind of messed up a little bit, you know? It does well with the text, but look, it simplified the faces. Everything's still there. All the lines and the definition are there, but it seems to have gotten rid of a lot of these sort of weird artifacts you get from people re-uploading over and over again. It's almost like redrawn it here. That face was almost completely redrawn. So I think there's something to this. Obviously, it's like you got to get your settings right. And there's a lot of experimentation. Like if I just show you the lines I had to run here. So what we've done is we've taken the video and we've done FFMPEG and we've just literally ripped out to frames. And there's a lot of them, but because it's small, it's not too bad. It's like less than a gigabyte for the whole couple of minutes. What is this, 3 minutes? Yeah. So basically, once we've split the frames out, we then use real ESR GAN, it's NCNN Vulkan, which runs just fine on my NVIDIA GPU. And then what we do is we use the real ESR Anime Video V3 4X to upscale. So it's going to reprocess those tiny pixelated. I mean, I'm just going to show you what it actually processes real quick. So this is what it's actually processing. Where is it? Look how horribly blurred that is at the same size. So this is what I'm talking about. Like the difference is insane. So it really sharpens it up and gets rid of all these horrible pixelation artifacts that happen everywhere. If I just pause this, if you just look at that, it's just blotchy. There's squares. The lines aren't even lines. You can barely even make out the cart at all. So it's bad. But if I go to the assembled version and go to like roughly the same timestamp, where are we? I think he goes around the corner. Yeah. Right, let's see if I can get it at the right spot. Probably not. Go on, mate. Right turn. Nope, still going left. Yeah, there it is. Right. So here you can still see those squares, but they're a lot smoother now, and the line is more clearly defined. And the weird thing is that when it animates, it seems to look even sharper. You do get a few artifacts here and there, like where it doesn't know what the hell's going on. And I reckon you could probably reprocess this again and make it sharper. I don't really know what would happen. You have to experiment. But at the resolution that this is likely to be played at, which is on a screen, on like a mobile. Most people are watching on mobile devices. So you look at it like that and it's crisp. It's actually way more crisp. Like you if you were doing this professionally, you'd probably like redraw a lot of these frames because you've lost some edging. It's but anyway, let's do it. So that's the whole point why I'm here. So let's get rid of this. I already did this. So basically what we've got here is we've got the next one, Fire Another Day of Me. I've hit it up on 480p. So there it is. It's going to be a bit of a mess. But this has got some really cool shots in it, so that's the thing. We've saved it out. Okay. Fire Another Day of Me. And so what I've done is I've just like taken the spaces out. I've emptied my folders, so I know there's nothing there. The video's all in the right place. I already did all of that. And then I pre-wrote these lines here. So here we go. We're going to take this command here and we're going to run it through FFMPEG. So there we go. It's probably going to give me an error. No errors? Great. Now this won't take long. Oh! Okay, you would think I'd be suspicious, but let's just check. Yep, that's it. 3,310 frames. There you go. So that means we're good to run the next line. So I'm just going to take this one. Go to Realia Sargan. I'll put a link to the GitHub in the video description for this one. FFmpeg's self-explanatory. You can go and get that and find tutorials. Even my command is like easy to find, and I think it even actually comes in a text file. There's a text file in Realia Sargan, and you can use that. So that's pretty much where I started the commands off. It was in the info, like, hey, why don't you try doing it like this? And I admit, I think there was something I might have had to take out of this top one, because it's deprecated, and it does give me some warnings here, but it still runs fine. One thing you will have to do is make sure that your frame rate is good, but I find that you still have to sync up the audio in like a program after you're done, because it will always make the video a little bit longer. So the best thing to do is to load up the original video and then get your new video and just shrink it down to the size of the audio. Yeah, you might lose some frames, but it's probably the quickest and dirtiest way to get it done. Like, you could probably spend forever rewriting this line so that the audio syncs up, but this line is supposed to do that anyway. We've got VSync VFR, and we're using the map of the original video for the frames, so it should work. But I think what happens is FFmpeg, for some reason, is duplicating frames, and that whole arena of, you know, identifying duplicate frames and then dropping them and so on, that's like, you could probably write a book about it. So I basically just took the quick and dirty method, and that works fine, because obviously the music was in time to the video originally. So with, you know, I'm just hit and miss, hoping that when I scrunch the video, when I shrink the video to the audio, it's going to drop frames that are, you know, that were duplicated. But you can't really know without going through every single frame. So yeah, this shouldn't take long. It's only small. So, but yeah, once that line is finished, we can run this one, which I've already got ready. You might wonder, like, why have I specified an offset of nothing? And the reason is because the FFmpeg has a habit of starting the video 3 seconds early, I think, or something, compared to the audio stream. Some kind of delay. I can't remember why. So I'm trying to make it nothing. These are all my efforts to try and sync the audio. You probably don't need that line there. There's a lot of stuff you probably don't even need in here. And you could probably use H.256 or something, but H.256? Well, whatever. Point is, I'm using what's been recommended, and it works great. So hopefully in a minute, we're going to get some frames. So if I look here, this is where they're being dumped to. So if I just sort it by date, should. Yep, that's what it's making right now. So yeah. Very cool. I don't even know. I think when it starts doing all this overlay nonsense, it's actually near the end of the video. So, yeah, definitely when you start seeing the yellow Evo racing around, we're near the end. But yeah, basically, guys, I may as well take the opportunity to say it. Why not follow? Why not subscribe? Why not hit those buttons? Most of my Stable Diffusion stuff has been going out on Instagram. I'm putting out a lot of images every day there, so go ahead, go on and check them out. We got books up. If you go to 5below5.start.page, you'll be able to see pretty much everything. I've tried to put everything in one place. So all the books you can buy are there. All the posters you can get to are there. All my galleries, my Midjourney gallery, my Imagurbat gallery. Instagram is basically becoming like my place that I post all my Stable Diffusion images. But now they've actually released a new platform, Dream Studio, beta.dreamstudio.ai, I think it is. You get some free credits too. Trouble is, it's a little bit difficult. Midjourney, you can copy other people's stuff easily, but on this platform, it's much more esoteric. You have to kind of know what you want to put in and how to type it. And I'll be honest with you, it took thousands of images for me to learn how to get to grips with the system, because you've got to know how to type the stuff. Here we go. It's ready. It's a type of wordsmithing. They call it prompt craft. So here we go, FFMPEG, let's go. Any problems? No, off it goes. Right, so we know how long it is, look. 1, 2, 3, so it's counting up the seconds. Oh wait, you can't see that, let me move that up a bit. So you see just here, that's where it is at. So if you've got a 5-minute video, that's how you know how long it'll take. Okay, so that's going to be chugging along like that now for a while, I think. May as well take a quick look at this while we're here. So I made this yesterday to explain what happens with the AI. So like if you start off, you got to imagine every pixel is an image. So if I take an image, all right, just got to imagine that this is an image. If I take this image and I put it into something like Midjourney or DALL-E, but more likely Midjourney because the variation evolution is much easier to follow. So you end up with a grid of 4 images. This would be the parent grid, okay? And from that parent grid, you will choose to either upscale or variate. Now, when you upscale, you can then variate. So I'm going to assume, that you have either variated or you have upscaled. So basically, and then variated. It doesn't really matter. So this gets you to the next depth. So each of these could have produced 4 children. So that means now you have this many images. If you did variate on all of them, now you've got this many. And then if you variate again, you get another 4 for each. So now you've got this many. In fact, I think this might be wrong. I think I might actually have to go back and, because I'm just standing here thinking that becomes 1, that becomes 4. So there it is. Oh, no, it is right. It is right. I'm just going mad. So basically, once we get to the end of here, we're not actually at level, wait, what? Level 4. Right, there we go, that's right. So this would be level 2. And then if we ordered a variation of every single one of them, we get another one, right? And then basically so on and so on and so on. And so I wanted to show, because like a computer doing a brute force would have to render every single image here, every single image in sequence, So if we, as humans, want to go down into the chaos and see the variety, okay, we guide it. So we just literally go, I'll just show you. So all I'm going to need is a pencil. So what I'll do is I'll put a pencil in like orange for my root. Okay. So let's say I picked that one. And then from that one's children, I picked that one. And then from that one's children, I picked that one. And then I picked that one. And then I picked that one. Now, at this point, a computer could race you and probably still win in terms of finding the same image, all right? But once we get to here, the chances that the computer's going to pick the same image you did, as you can see, it's getting ridiculous. And the complexity of the image will get cooked in. So the deeper you go, and you're guiding it too. So you chose good face, good face, good face, good arms, interesting background. You know, you've chosen it based on aesthetical qualities that the computer can't actually consider. You know, they've taken your lifetime for you to form your taste. So like, it's not going to get to be chosen. And then you've come down here, and now we're down here, and we've decided we like this one. So there's two things here. One out of 262,144 images was chosen. The rest were rejected. Now, there could have been some really nice ones in here, because the nature of the way that we drill down through the depths is that we don't actually know what's out here, okay? But we're choosing it based on qualities that we want. And like I said, that just carries on. I've got some projects that went down to level 20, and just to see how far down you can go, and it does really get interesting. People call it exploring latent space. It's quite apt. So have we done here? Are we done here? I think we're done here, right? So let's show off the result. And I can stop waffling about other stuff. So let's see. Assembled. Fire another day. There we go. I'll mute up for a bit. And so now you're wondering, why is the video still playing? Well, it's because of those extra frames, guys. Remember I said the extra frames? So basically it's off timing with the audio now. So for our last little bit of the stream, what we're going to do is we're going to edit this video with AI now. Ah, okay. So how are we going to do that? Well, first of all, it's only going to put out 720p because you got to pay otherwise. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this file. I'm going to upload it to a site called Runway. Now, Runway is from Stability, I think, or they're at least friends. I don't know what the relationship is. No, not Runway.ai. Yeah, that doesn't exist. I nearly just got owned, guys. So ML. Runway ML, right, log in. Yeah, it's me, guys, it's me. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a new video comp. It's pretty simple, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this. Where are you? Those mixes are crazy, man. They're actually mashups. So I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't get too crazy. So here we go. We're going to drag in the assembled video. And then we'll also drag it. Well, actually, wait. The audio doesn't actually change. So what I could... Yeah. I don't even know if you can do it here. So this is a challenge for me. I haven't even tried it. I figure you must be able to. So I'm going to chuck this in. Okay. Now, I think there was a way to split the audio. There we go. Detach the audio. And then we're going to find the endpoint. Let's stop this for a second. Go away. Go away. Right. Let's listen to this. What the hell? That's not... That's the end. It's playing audio. What's going on here? It seems like it's... Hang on. That's the beginning of the audio. Move that to there. See. I need to find the end of the audio. Ah, there we go. It was bugged out, I think. Got audio here. That's where it ends. There. So if I cut that, I'm pretty sure you can cut. Where is it? Split and delete. Whoop, delete. Now I need to figure out how we can scale. How can we scale that? I suppose with speed. Other way. Like that. 1.2. I don't know. That might completely screw it up. Let's find out. It might be too fast, you know? There's no way to know. Because I feel like it was slowed down before. Yeah. This is matched now. Let's just zoom in and see if I got that right there. It feels like it grabbed. Oh, it won't let me go there. The one thing I like about this is how it's redrawn the anime in kind of a... It's like a nice way. It looks good. I reckon when I output this at 720, it's going to be fine. It's just a shame, really, you know? Like, if I did this with a proper editor, I could keep the resolution. It's because I haven't paid for it, see? You got to upgrade. So it's not like you can't. Okay, let's just stop that, because this is all running off of a preview. I'm surprised it managed to do all of that. All right, so that's good. Obviously, just to say, you can do in-painting, motion tracking, and green screen with AI. So you can, like, I could paint, I'm not going to do it on this project, but I could like paint the car out, or I could paint this guy out, and it's going to try and like get rid of him, even if he's moving. Sometimes you have to like make new keyframes to try and keep the mask in, but it's pretty good. All right. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. So let's just call this, what was it called? It was called Fire Another Day. Fire Another Day of Me. Okay, because it was originally 720p. So what have we done? We've taken this from 720p down to 480p, times it by 4 up to like, I don't know what it was, 2560 by 1920. And then we're going to sync it back to the audio and speed it up. So, because it's the extra frames basically turned it into a 80% speed video. So it's interesting. But yeah, you can do this here for free. Like I say, it's pretty cool. It's probably worth paying for, to be honest, because it's got some cool features. But yeah, like I said, I'm just going to hit export. And like I said, as you can see here, you know, I could have upgraded and gone for the 1080, but nah, we're good. We're good. It's just a fun little project. I'm trying to make these videos stuff that you could do, or even at the surface level, you could just make some remixes with the Rave AI. You don't have to do all of this, splitting the frames out, upscaling them. That's just something that I'm doing with the AI right now. So, like I say, if we now go to our export menu, that's going to be cooking. All right. So obviously that intro that I had at the beginning of the stream, that was something that I'd made with the with this. So I'll just quickly show you that. I just wanted some low frame rate footage. Obviously what we've done here is I've taken one of my edits from 5M, which is GTA 5, and then we've just scrunched it, run it through the thing, and then I've added a bunch of effects, a little overlay of my current avatar, my Mid-Journey helmet, and there we go. That's my new intro. Pretty cool. So yeah, this is going to take a while. I will upload this one to YouTube. I'll probably, and then I'll upload this as well. So, you know, we're going to have the 2 videos up there soon. And like I said, give it a go. So we got runwayml.com, which we'll put in the video description. We'll also put in there a link to, let's see if I just type it here, Realia Sargan. I'll just make sure I'm getting the right one for you guys. Zintao, that's the one. So this is where I got the Realia Sargan. It comes with everything you need. You just run it in PowerShell, which you can get from Microsoft for nothing. Yeah. The commands I will probably share up in our Discord. So if you want them, I'll put them there. It's a bit too crazy to shove in a video description. But no problem, you know. I try to put everything up on there so you can see what to do. But like I said, the instructions are already... yeah, look, no, yeah. There you go. There's the instructions. And does he include the FFMPEG here? No, where did he put those? I swear he did, because I was reading it. To be honest, that doesn't look like the right one. Yeah, this is the right one. So it's basically, it's in there. So yeah, just make sure you go to the releases section. Otherwise you're downloading the, source code. You want to get the exe if you just want to use it. It's available on Ubuntu and Mac OS, but I only was using it on Windows. Okay, guys. Nice. I wonder how our runway is doing. 51%. It's going to be ready soon. So that's cool. And like I said, once I got that, I'll put that up for everybody. So yeah, next time we'll be coming back with some more AI stuff. We've got a collage coming up next. So I'll probably do a stream on that one tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm getting out of here.